quick question for the day. And this is, if you don't want to pay attention to this question, that's fine. You can turn it into something else, but we're talking about the game last night. DeVante Parker played 67 of 70 snaps last night, 2 catches. So, also, Lamar Miller, as you said, 2 touchdowns on 7 carries in the first half, ends with 12 carries.
Ridiculous.
Those 2 players, by the way, Miami lost, in case you didn't realize what happened last night. Can you trust these guys moving forward? And why doesn't Miami give the ball to their best players?
Well, to go along with that, you need to throw in the stat of how many targets did Jarvis Landry get last night, and
that would be 17 to 18, depending on your source.
On the record. So let's go with 18. 18 freaking targets for one guy.
Yeah,
which Jarvis Landry's great. That's not the argument here. The argument here is Lamar Miller was carrying your team with runs of just epic beast mode proportions. That 38-yard touchdown was redonkulous of changing lateral directions at least 3 times.
There was nowhere to go on that play. They ran to the right, and he ran into a group of guys, and then he teleported 4 feet to the left, and then broke 2 tackles and ran 38 yards to a touchdown.
The abbreviation for Miami is MIA.
Right.
So apparently they're just applying that to Lamar Miller every game. He is so frustrating and yet so great.
Yeah, he still had a great fantasy game had many. So
but there are people that, a big blow-up game. I had somebody ask me yesterday, would you rather – I need a bunch of points, they said. They had ODB. Do you play Lamar Miller? Do you play DeVante Parker? Thank goodness I told him Miller, as much as we like Parker this week, because they just didn't target him. One downfield throw to him on the sideline, and like you said, 18 to Landry. You had Jennings, Stills, Deion Sims, Damian Williams, Jay Ajayi came in the game.
What is going on?
And they lost. So it is what it is.
I was going back and forth with my buddy because he was also frustrated why aren't they giving Lamar Miller the ball? And I made the joke of well, he's killing their draft pick. And he wrote back. He's like, I think you're right. I'm like, I was joking. He said, yeah, I know, but what other explanation?
So, can you start now? We were optimistic about DeVante Parker. DeVante Parker had a terrible game. Can you play him next week against San Diego because of the snap count?
No, you can't. You cannot trust in round 2 of the playoffs a guy that had 2 decent games, in his career back to back, but you just can't trust that. I can't imagine that that's who I would want in there.
Well,
considering
I have Jonathan Stewart, who's in question,
in a walking boot,
and Thomas Rawls, who's now out, and I'm facing you. You're telling me don't play DeVante Parker.
No, I'm telling you do play DeVante Parker. I think you need him.
Yeah.
He's got high potential, and Foot Clan, close your ears. I think he's great, Andy.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I really do.
But like Russell Wilson, sit of the week great? Or
yes, epic proportion.